This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
You're listening to INCRadio.
Broadcasting live from Chicago, Illinois. DZEM 954 AM station. Here to bring you great conversations about faith, people, places, culture, and recent events all around the district. Join us on YouTube at INCRadio.org. Hello, Northern Midwest and the rest of the world. It's time to get this show started.
Hello to everyone who's tuning into INCRadio Northern Midwest. I'm Tony Rose Valenzuela, broadcasting from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Yeah, it's a little warm over here. Don't be deceived. I'm wearing long sleeves, but it is warm here, which is perfect for our topic for today because we're talking about summer things. We're talking about summer things today, and speaking on the topic along with me is my friends who are closer together than they are to me. In distance, but so I don't know who to say hi to.
Thank you for the
first because
clarification.
I can't see either of them. Yeah, and I can't see either of you right now.
Okay.
But I'm sure that you're smiling.
Yeah, I'll introduce myself first then, I guess. Hello, everyone. Also, John Villa Cruz live here from Rockford, Illinois. And she said close in distance because one of our other co-hosts is also from the state of Illinois. So I'm going to let him introduce himself.
It's me, Abraham Romero from Bloomingdale. And I think also closer in attire for today. We have brightly colored shirts.
I know. I'm wearing team appropriate outfit for today, just in terms of like what topic we're gonna be discussing today. If you probably haven't seen it in the title, but since she's back, I'm gonna ask her, what are we gonna be talking about today?
We're talking about summer today for everyone who's tuning in with us, and not just summer in general, but some activities that we like to do. I know we're kind of on the tail end of it now. August, typically, when you think about summer, that's more towards the tail end, but maybe we can kind of revisit some of the things that we've done this summer, some things that we like to do. Me personally, I like summer. It's not my favorite season, but I do like summer because the sun is out and the days are longer for us here. In the States, at least, we get that 12, a little bit longer days, like at night, where it's like 10 p.m. It's still sun out. I love that part about summer. That's probably my favorite thing about summer. The heat, not a fan. Mosquitoes, not a fan.
Yeah, not a fan of the heat and the bugs, but it like I would say my first summer here in the United States, it threw me off that it was still sunny outside at 9 p.m.
Oh, you were probably like, is the sun gonna set?
Yeah, it looked like it was more so 5 or 6 p.m., but it was actually 9, and it threw me off for the first couple of days. But yeah,
That's what I like about summer, just because it gives you that impression that you have a lot more time to do more things, right? Like you get to stay out, maybe doing some basketball. That's like some of my fondest memories during the summer, is being able to do basketball a little bit later in the day, even though it's like 9 p.m. I can still do it and see the basket clearly. It's one of the things that I think about, like when I think of summer. Also vacations, for those who are still in elementary or secondary school, you do have that block of vacation. I wish all of us could have that all the time, but unfortunately.
I mean, there are no. If that's something that you want, there are careers, I think, that they have the summer off as well. Like I think teachers maybe. And it's the one profession that I can think of. But like also, yeah, like I would say, thinking of summer, it makes me think of like summer breaks for school. The time when you get to hang out with your friends just before the school, just before school starts, and you have to, it's as a kid, it's when you have the most time in the world. I would say to you, Anna, to play, to have fun, right?
I thought you were gonna say summer hours, since like for those who are working now, we don't have that privilege of having 3 months consecutively off. So even just getting like a half day every other Friday to have summer hours, that's really nice. I don't. I wish I did, but that is one
Yeah.
thing I wish I had for summer to enjoy it more.
I didn't
But
even know that was a thing, like summer
mhm.
hours.
Yeah, like they give the option, but I think between Memorial Day and Labor Day to take a shortened Friday. I think you still have to make it up like the other hours of the week, but um, half Fridays is what you get. So I've never had it though, but I know of people who have, and I wish I did. But to get back to more of the topic, when I think of summer, camping was the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah,
Because when
camping.
I was little, like it was like my family and like my cousins and several other families that I knew from church. We would go to a campground, right? They had their RVs, or we would just bring tents in our cars, and we would just set up on the campsite, and then just have s'mores or go swimming or go fishing nearby. We would stay there overnight, and yeah, it's just spending time together. That's one of like my most earliest memories of summer. Enjoying the weather when it's not muggy. That's I know you're talking about like how the morning or the nights were shorter. I wanted to make sure I said that correctly. The morning, the sun's out longer there.
Mm,
That's right. But I don't mind I don't really appreciate when it gets muggy. That's
mhm.
a thing I don't really want.
You did mention trips. So, do you guys
Yeah.
like? Let's say if you had the option to, do you would you prefer to like travel somewhere like colder in the summer?
Not necessarily. I mean, if I were to go on vacation, I do want to be like outside more, to like see scenery or see sights. So, um, at least here in the Midwest, we have some beaches. Like if you live by like Lake Michigan, so I want to take the opportunity to you know go out to the beach. But I know we're not on a coast per se,
Mm-hmm.
but I would prefer it hot, just so I could enjoy swimming at the beach. But we do have pools. It's just a little different.
I'm not a pool person. I still prefer the beach, even though I can't swim that well. I won't go in a deeper area, but I just like sticking my toes in the sand. That's my favorite thing. Just watching the water. Like I won't go like swimming, but I'll just like waist high or like stomach high. I miss the beach. I want to go. These are all like happy memories I'm thinking of. Like, because you mentioned childhood, Abe, and I thought of camping too, and doing that at like different activities with friends and
Picnics, right?
picnics. Yeah, I miss doing picnics. That's their sign to do a picnic. We should do like a huge picnic, like all of us. Just that would be really fun.
Like
Yeah,
like a special broadcast from.
that would be so cool. That would be so cool, honestly. Yeah, Sister Colleen put there in the live chat volleyball. That's like a big one here for us in
Mhm.
Sterling Heights. I know Sister Francis tuning in. They love volleyball a lot. Um, and just swimming in general, I think. What other stuff do you guys like to do during the summer that maybe you don't really hear that often or something that's unique to you? Like any special traditions that you guys like to do, like maybe even just on your own? Like, are you guys hikers? Are you guys?
It's kind of like it's rare, but when we do get like summer rain, like I like, especially here in the pastoral house here in Rockford. There's that sliding glass door, and I would just sit there and watch like summer rain, drinking my coffee or my tea, whichever I felt like drinking that day. I don't know. It's hard to explain how it feels, but it's calming. It's calming.
I
Yeah.
thought
For a
you.
second, I thought you were gonna. Oh, so sorry. Go
I
ahead,
wonder if
Abe.
we were gonna say the same thing. I thought you were gonna say well, in the summer rain, you were gonna go outside.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought that's what he was gonna say.
It's funny that you both brought that up because while I do like how summer rain looks, I don't like how it feels because it's warm and it's cold at the same time. Like the water is cold, but it's still hot outside because it's been sunny all day. It's like the steam is coming off the ground, so it's like a little bit warm. Like the air is a little bit warm, but the water is cold. So I don't like how it feels, but I do like how it looks. so
Oh, I was
so
gonna
I don't
say.
know. That's like something unique that I do in the summer. Or I enjoy to do like when it's warmer outside. But it's something that I can enjoy doing like all times of the year, I guess, except for winter.
Yeah, like another activity that I also saw. I relate with brother Paul from Detroit. He mentioned in our YouTube live chat state fairs. I'll also add on to that
Yeah.
the theme parks and amusement parks. When I was in college, before school started, um, when I lived in Minnesota, I used to go every summer before I would start the school year. So they had the Minnesota State Fair for I think maybe this is like for every state fair. I'm not too sure. I've only been to the one in Minnesota, but for like the 2 weeks or so, they have the state fair. So we would go there, check out the rides, check out the special foods that they have at the fair, like unique fair foods like funnel cake. Oh no, that's like for theme parks too. But they have very unique foods at state fairs sometimes. But just walking around, seeing all the attractions and things like that. That's become a family tradition.
I've been to theme parks and amusement parks, but I think I've only ever been to one state fair. Are they like
Mm,
exclusive to like summer or anything like that?
I would say so.
I think
Right?
so.
I would. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to
I
think of
couldn't, I couldn't
something
understand what you both said. I didn't know if you both said yes or no.
No, I think it's well because even with the fairs, because okay, so my understanding of a state fair versus a regular fair, the state fairs are a little bit bigger, and they're typically in the same places, maybe
same Pele as opposed to.
like some of the other fairs I like that are around here, at least for us, they kind of
Mhm.
travel around. They do like
Oh,
different,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Whereas like state fair, I think is usually like for our
Yeah.
Michigan State Fair, we would know like, oh, you go to this place. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's how it
typically
was in Minnesota. It's near the capital of St.
mm,
Paul, and I think Illinois is close to Springfield, so it's a bit of a way from us. But yeah, I think they have like a set like fairground where they set up like the um, attractions, like a zoo. I think they have at times like a petting zoo, where people showcase foods or the crops. I know that's a big thing in like Minnesota, like the what each state grows. They have those types of things there.
I think I saw a video of that one. I can't remember if it's from a state fair where like it's like a tractor that they turned into like a train where it's like dragging like other carts behind it, and there were like people like riding. I don't know if that's from a state fair or something, but that does sound like fun to do. I would say one of the things that I haven't experienced it, but I did watch them do it was fishing.
oh, I haven't done fishing in forever. I'm not good at it, but I like I always yeah, I've always wanted to go again. I think the last time I went fishing was when I was like 5 or 6.
Mm.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Do you guys fish? Are you guys fishers? Fishermen?
I'm
I,
not.
I never caught anything, but I felt like
No. If I did, it would only be like a fish, maybe like that big or something.
Aw.
It's like a tiny fish. But it's been a couple years, so
I would say the fun of it is like just hanging around, right,
Mhm.
with
mhm.
with your friends, your family. You're just kind of like talking while you're waiting for fish, and when it catches onto someone's like hook, like you all have that moment of like pull it in, like right, like reel it in. it's
I like what Sister Rachel put there in the live chat. She said water balloon fights. That's
Yes.
also a nice
that's
one. And the good all of these things you guys are mentioning just remind me of different memories of like with different people. And it's always I think that's what's nice about summer. I feel like I know even though there's no time off necessarily for some careers and some jobs, I feel like it gives more opportunities for us to kind of be together, right? A
Mhm.
little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. I also see from Sister Joanna from Louisville, just house projects around
Oh,
they
yeah.
can do over the summer. Like I know my parents are like looking at their garden and tending to it. Just making sure the vegetables are growing so that by fall, they're ready to harvest.
Nice.
Mhm.
All the things that I cannot do. Like, but I know they're putting barbecuing. Yep, don't know how to barbecue. Don't know
Mhm.
how to fish. Don't know how to do like hard work, like the. I guess what I think of, because when you mentioned that, I was thinking of
Mhm.
people sometimes they repaint or
Yeah.
they do like
Mhm.
home improvement kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Nada, none of that stuff. I don't.
I
I know
would
not.
say, Tony, that's like you can put that on your to-do list for the future,
I
right?
should. That should be my plan next summer, right? EJ, thanks. Thanks for
Yes.
that
You can write
encouragement.
things I want to do like in the future. paint a,
Yeah.
paint a house.
Paint a
Just
house.
one day.
It was like the whole
Not my
house.
house, right? Just any house. Just someone thought, like, I'll
Just
paint
a
your
random
house.
house.
Putting that for everyone there. I'll come paint your house. I won't know how to do it, but we'll figure it out together. No, those are all like good things that I can think of that are that's what's nice about summer is I
Mhm.
just think of like family time or even time with your friends. That's what I miss honestly is it gave when I was in high school or in like middle school, it gave you that time where you could dedicate more time to hang out with your friends because it's hard to do when you're older. You don't
Mhm.
really have that as much. But we still make time even with summer vacation. It's nice to plan. I'm trying to think of other things that we do during the summer. I can't think of any other activities that I actually do, not the ones that you just listed that I are on my wish list.
I think students will just enjoy sleeping in or staying up later.
It's
I
more.
think
I
that
would say.
might be some. Oh,
I would say, Abe, that's more of benefits of summers that you get to sleep in.
Hmm.
they might make it an activity. I don't know.
Or maybe just pick one day, let's say a Monday, where you just
Mhm.
sleep. You know? You just sleep and relax for the
Mhm.
whole day. At least just one day, where you
Yes.
dedicate it to, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do today.
Yeah.
It's a relaxing experience. I've tried it. I do it sometimes. Sometimes when I have the time. And it helps you prepare for, the next day. Maybe you have, something else that will keep you busy, right?
Right.
For sure. And it's not too late, right? We still have, I think it's September. We have about a month away before summer
Yeah.
is officially over.
Mhm.
Maybe temperature wise, it could still be warm in, in September and October, but we still have that small window left. So there's always stuff for you guys to do. There's still time for me to paint a house, I guess, if if I really wanted to. But R&R time, rest. I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking that meant read, but yeah, we could read more books, like more
Mm-hmm.
reading. I always tell myself I'm going to read more during the summertime, and then it never happens. But we'll try. We'll
We'll
keep
try.
trying.
Yeah.
Keep trying.
Put it on the to-do list. Read
On
more
the to-do
books.
list.
Paint a
Yeah.
house. Read a book.
Yeah. More bonding time just in general. Because I think that's my takeaway from today's topic is that, summertime, even though we may not get the full on break that we're looking for those who are working, but those who are in school, that's a good time for you to not just bond with your friends, but even your family, right? Catching
Mhm.
up and doing different things. And yeah, take advantage of the time. Always take advantage of the time, right? Take
Yes.
advantage of the time to participate in different things.
Yes, and many activities that you and your family set up, or in your local congregations, if you set any of those up, which we will, I think, recap very quickly. Like today, actually, the local congregations of Bloomingdale and Naperville, we took I guess a day trip. Oh no, it's less than a day trip, but we went downtown to the Shed Aquarium. Got to see lots of sea creatures and wildlife. Yeah, you call that wildlife. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to share photos with you next week for that wonderful activity. Naperville also has a family fun day next week on the 24th. So that is next Saturday. And we're also all preparing for upcoming Unity games. So for our sports-minded brothers and sisters, yeah, just right around the corner. So I know everyone's practicing and very excited for that activity too. So get those practices in outside while summer is still out. And yeah, make the most of it. And we can't wait to see everybody, I believe, next month for our upcoming Unity games. And up next, let's also learn this week's word from the members and officers of the CSD, Christian Society for the Deaf. Let's learn what that is from our, I believe it is Brother Ivan this week for CSD. Let's learn together.
This is your song.
Hello, dear viewers. My name is Brother Ivan Kura, and I am the acting president for the CSD, or the Christian Society for the Deaf, and welcome to our brand new Sign of the Week. So, with summer approaching to an end, we want to go back over our fun times, whether if it's playing outside in the sun, spending time with family, or especially that in July we just recently held our 110th anniversary Thanksgiving. We want to commemorate all the fun summer memories that we have. So we thought for today's sign of the week, we'll sign the word summer. It's actually pretty quite simple, brothers and sisters, as well as all of our dear viewers watching. So what you'll be doing is that with your dominant hands like this, you'll be curling all your hands in except for your pointer finger or your index finger in this case. And then you just curl it inwards just like this. So on the side view it looks like this, right? And then the next step, you'll take your hand and put it across the opposite side of your head just like this. So if you're right-handed, it will go above your left eyebrow. If you're left-handed, it will go above your right eyebrow. But the motion will be the same. It's sort of like you're wiping sweat across your forehead, just like this. So pretend that you're walking in hot summer sun, and then you're trying to you're trying to get rid of all the sweat off of your forehead. So you'll take your finger and just slide it across, just like this. That's how you sign the word summer. And again, thank you so much for joining us with this sign of the week, and we hope to see you next time for another sign of the week. Thank you, and hope to see you again next time.
This is your song.
Yes, thank you, brother Ivan, for letting us know how to sign summer for this week. And we see all of you in our YouTube live chat enjoying your summer too, and very responsive in the live chat. I could just see it scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It's still going, but that just goes to show that for this upcoming segment, anything can happen. So let's see this week who has won our hashtag challenge.
Woo!
I know there was a bit of a change this week. I mean, there were a lot who's responded. Let's see how that's changed.
Oh, so many honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions all the way from the Philippines, Caloocan North, to the U.S., Washington State, Virginia, Northeast California. We've included a fourth place this week for Bloomingdale and New Montero and Sterling Heights. For third goes to Detroit, Michigan.
Sterling Heights.
Okay, Sterling Heights. Might be a bit of a trend here, but second goes to Sterling Heights. With just April from Detroit taking second, which means
First.
back in first is Louisville, but always in first. Well, I don't want to say always, but pretty much every week, first individually is Sister Rachel. So congratulations to everyone who's tuned in. And who's let us know where you're from. Please continue to do so in our YouTube live chat. We love seeing all of you there. Yes, I know I do. And I'm sure you guys do too.
We enjoy their company, of course, every Saturday, every time here on Answer Northern Midwest. We really hope that you keep on tuning in with us. We'll continue to prepare these topics for you. And just before we close out our show, of course, we won't, and without saying our special thanks to the people who make our show possible, to our district ministers here in the Great Lakes district, Brother Arthur Piagad, our assistant district minister, and Brother Erman Tiwandisho, our district minister, and as well as there in Northern Plains, Brother Elmar Paranga, their district minister, as well as the rest of the district staff. And of course, a very special thanks to Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, our SEBSI President and CFO Coordinator, and Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister. We hope to see you again next week. Enjoy the rest of your summer and continue to be phenomenal. We'll see you again next week. See you guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye. It's like waves.
I've been doing this.
This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.